Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to take a look at Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man is the second villain that came in the Rise of the Red Skull campaign box, which, of course, was the first campaign. So let's take a look at Absorbing Man's setup. So Absorbing Man's main scheme only has one stage.
Yeah, so none shall pass. So with setup of this, first thing you're going to grab is if you're playing in standard, you're grabbing Absorbing Man 1 and Absorbing Man 2. And if you're doing expert, you'll do 2 and 3. You'll grab a standard encounter set and one modular set. And this one is the Hydra Patrol. So this is it's not a suggested one. This is the one that actually comes with them. He doesn't come with any additional ones. And then as part of
Well, it's one modular set. They recommend Hydra Patrol. They don't.
Oh, it doesn't say recommend.
Yeah, I know. They drop the recommend.
Oh, okay.
But it's in parentheses. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be up on top before standard if it's required.
Oh, okay. But this one's set up. You'll discard cards from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded. You'll put that into play and shuffle the encounter deck and discard a pile. You'll shuffle the encounter deck and discard pile together. So, it's not, you're not milling. You're just basically going until you get the first one.
Okay.
Oh, yep, that's right.
So side 1B is 12 threat per player. None shall pass. Force response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter here. Force interrupt. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment card in play. And if the stage is complete, the players lose the game. It starts with 2 threat per player, and it adds 1 threat per player. Okay, so it's all about, and before you flip to 1B, you would mill cards until you get an environment, and then you shuffle like Dirk had mentioned.
All right, so the first environment we've got here is dense forest. So this one is got the wood keyword. Whenever it comes out, it's got surge. But as a force response, after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, you'll take 1 indirect damage. 2 instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. And then if it's a boost, you'll put this card into play.
All right. Then we got Snowy Hillside, Ice Surge. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. 2 threat instead if there's 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. Boost, put this card into play. So the delay counters so his job is to try to get as many delay counters as possible. And in the campaign, they have later ratification. But if you're playing just standalone, there are different treachery cards that trigger based on if you have 5 or more delay counters.
All right, then we've got Rocky Outcrop. So this one is stone. It gains surge as well. In fact, I think all of them do. But as a force response, after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, he'll heal a damage. 2 instead if he's got 5 or more delay counters. And again, if it's a boost, you'll put this into play.
All right, and then the final environment is an abandoned factory, metal, surge. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand. 2 resource icons instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. And as a boost, put this card into play.
Okay, so Absorbing Man stage 1. He's got scheme of 1, attack of 2. He's got 14 hit points per player. He is a brute, and he gains the trait of each environment in play.
Okay. And then Absorbing Man stage 2. So this is the first stage if you're playing expert, or the second stage if you're playing standard. Comes in with 15 hit points per player. Scheme of 2, attack of 2. He's still a brute. Absorbing Man gains the traits of each environment in play. When revealed, if super absorbing power is in play, deal 1 encounter card to each player. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for super absorbing power and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck if it was searched.
And that's a side scheme that we'll see here in a little bit. In fact, right there. Super absorbing power. So this comes in with 3 threat per player, but Absorbing Man gains all 4 of the traits from the environments. And as a if it comes out as a boost, you're going to reveal the card anyways.
And 3 threat per player.
Yep.
All right. And then Absorbing Man stage 3, he has 16 hit points per player. Scheme of 2, attack of 3. He still gains the traits. He's still a brute. After Absorbing Man activates against you, if he has ice or stone, place 1 threat on the main scheme. If he has metal or wood, take 1 indirect damage. So it's based on the environment Or if super absorbing is out, then he gets all, he has all 4 traits at that point. Oops. Okay.
All right, here we've got an attachment, ball and chain. It gives him +1 scheme, +1 attack. You'll attach it to Absorbing Man, and as a hero action, you can spend a strength resource to shuffle this card back into the encounter deck. And it doesn't discard it. And then if it's a boost, you reveal it.
Yeah, so you can't get away with the old ball and chain. All right, then we got 2 copies of Stall Tactics. It's a treachery. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme. If no threat was placed this way, this card gains surge and boost. If there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme, take 1 indirect damage.
All right, we've got 2 copies of the Swinging Stone. So when this treachery is revealed, if you're an alter ego, Absorbing Man will scheme. And if he's got the stone trait, he gets +1 on that activation. And if you're in the hero form, he will attack you. Again, if he's got stone, he'll get +1 on the attack.
Okay. Then we got Steel Kick. It's a treachery. When revealed, alter ego, place 2 threat on the main scheme, 3 threat instead if he has the metal trait. And when revealed hero, take 3 indirect damage, 4 indirect damage instead if he has metal.
And 2 copies of that.
Yep.
We got 2 copies of the Piercing Thorns. So this one, when this treachery is revealed, you'll discard 1 card at random from your hand. And if Absorbing Man has the wood trait, you'll discard 1 card you control as well. And as a boost, if he has the stone or wood trait, you're stunned. Okay. That's a nasty one.
Then we have 3 copies of Omnimorph Duplication. When revealed, if Absorbing Man has ice, exhaust your identity. If he has metal, give him a tough status card and heal 1 damage. Stone, 1 face down boost. Wood, discard 1 random card from your hand. Or super absorbing power is out.
All of them.
Yep.
All right, then we've got 2 copies of Icy Grip. So this treachery, when it's revealed, you're stunned. And if Absorbing Man has the ice trait, you'll take 2 indirect damage. It comes out as a boost. If he has the ice or metal trait, you give him a tough status card.
All right. And then the final card we have 2 copies of Avalanche. It's a side scheme. When revealed, each player must choose to either spend an energy resource or take 2 indirect damage. 3 indirect damage instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. Has an acceleration token, and it starts with 2 threat per player.
Yeah, and if you notice, we never mentioned a way to remove any delay counters. So they don't go away. They just keep getting more and more.
All right. Then when we did our Crossbones, we talked about the Hydra Patrol module that was errated. So here it is, because it's part of Absorbing Man. It's a bunch of minions, because if you notice from Absorbing Man, he had no minions in his villain kit.
Yeah, so first one we've got here is 2 copies of the Hydra Regular. So it's a Hydra minion with 2 hit points. He's got schemes for 1, he attacks for 2. He does have insight, so whenever he comes out, you'll add a threat to the main scheme.
Okay. Then we got 3 copies of Hydra Soldier. 1 scheme, 2 attack, 4 hit points. Hydra traded guard means you can't attack the villain when you're engaged with him. When defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. Okay.
And the last one we've got here is the Hydra Patrol side scheme. So this scheme comes in with 2 threat per player. It's got a crisis icon on it. But whenever defeated, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion, puts it into play, engage with them, and shuffles the encounter deck.
Okay. So Absorbing Man can be very interesting. If it takes a long time to defeat them, the delay counters come up, and if you're playing a campaign that has some
the more there
serious,
are, the worse
serious consequences later on in the campaign. But during just like a standalone, if it ever gets 5 or more, then of course those extra oomph on the treacheries happen. He does not have any minions, so sometimes we've had games where no minions are in the game
because the module that we turn up pulling randomly doesn't have them either.
Right.
And some characters absolutely kills some character builds.
Yeah. Or just the Hall of Heroes deck in general, because there's just no minions to pull. And we usually build our decks ahead of time before we find out the villain and the counter.
Yeah, we've been hosed a few times by that.
Right. And there's a member of our group who gets quite vocal when that happens.
That's okay. We still make him do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, so that was Absorbing Man. The second villain that came in the Rise of the Red Skull. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you will get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right, see ya.